All right, we're gonna start the show right now, guys. Thanks for watching Coach Wondergeddon Live. I'm your coach, Wondergeddon. Welcome to the show. If you're not inside, if you're not on Twitch, then you're probably not watching the show properly. If you are not on, if you're not on, if you're in my WhatsApp, if you could find your way into the chat, it's a little bit easier to interact with you guys in the chat room. I know some of you guys don't want to know or want to remain anonymous and want to stay on my Instagram or on my WhatsApp. That's cool. Follow me on social media platforms. This is Higher Movement Showcase. That's where we're broadcasting from. My handle is Coach Wondergeddon on Instagram and also on Facebook. You could catch Coach Wondergeddon on Facebook as well. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. We have made our heaven and our earth, and the show will commence right now. Guys, I'm talking about sports. I'm also going to talk about Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion because those are my two favorite people that I don't know right now. I don't know either one of them, but let me tell you, me and 55 million people plus in 2 days and counting have watched this W.A.P video. I'm not going to get into it too long, but I am going to start with this. I put out on Facebook, how am I going to include Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion into today's episode. Julie Mango was the one that responded to me, and she said to say that Cardi's breasts look like soccer balls. I'm going to agree with you to a point. I'm going to go as far as to say that they look more like basketballs. And with that, we're going to bring up three players in the bubble who are wet right now. Wet. Bubble. Balls. Basketballs. Three guys who are wet right now in the bubble that you want to be concerned about. We don't have a fantasy format going on for basketball, but it's only fair because COVID has ruined our season that we continue to talk about it because the love is still there. Basketball is a sport that I genuinely love, where I play fantasy sports on it on a game that I love. It sometimes makes it hard for me to be a fan of my Toronto Raptors when I'm looking at some of them like they're crazy. And it's also hard sometimes to look at other teams that I relatively don't like, but they have a guy on my team that I need to produce for me. That being said, there's three guys that are inside the bubble right now who are playing what I believe is out of their mind basketball. Three of them, I'm going to say, this first one is usually wet, like Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Devin Booker for the Phoenix Suns, smooth game winner the other night. I can't even remember what team he beat. Oh, it was the Clippers. Beat the LA Clippers. Man, smooth man, 25 points a game. Don't look now, but Phoenix is on fire. They have about they're on a 5-game win streak. I think they've only lost once since July, since they've gotten back into action. You want to get some of these guys on your video watching experience. Devin Booker knows how to ball, man. You got to watch him. Fun to watch. The team doesn't play a lick of defense as far as I'm concerned, but they play in the West, and the West is not playing a lot of defense. I'm going to talk about that in a couple seconds. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about the Dallas Mavericks, the number 2 guy of the 3 players in the bubble, playing ball out of their minds. I'm going to say Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. This guy today, as of today being the 10th of August, this guy has 17 triple doubles this season. Remember, we didn't have a few months in the season because of COVID. This guy has 17 triple doubles. The other day, I think he had 36 points and uh, 17 rebounds, like 16 assists, something like that. He's crazy. Bubble ball, he's in there. I'm afraid of him as well. Third guy is a guy that I'm always afraid of when it comes to him on the court. Fantasy league, real life, I would never want to play defense against this guy. Of course, I'm talking about Houston Rockets, James Harden. He's another guy. He went toe to toe with Luka Doncic the other day. They scored 153 points. Or Dallas scored 153 points, and the Rockets scored 149 points. At both Luka and James Harden both go crazy. Those three are the three that I'm focused on and watching. No point even bringing up stats, to be honest with you, because we don't have the league going. But as a fan, you're gonna like watching those three guys. I think those three guys are gonna be the most fun to watch. Guys, don't look now, but Phoenix is absolutely on fire and should be feared in the West right now. I don't think too many people in the West play defense. The Western Conference doesn't play defense. Well, the Clippers play defense, but I mean, like, teams from Dallas don't play defense. The Mavericks don't play defense. The Rockets don't play defense. The Rockets aren't even tall enough to play defense. They just shoot threes. The Lakers look confused. They lost their second playmaker, so now it's all LeBron and AD. And how much can you rely on AD when every time you start thinking that he doesn't have a health problem pops up? I don't know, but they look confused. Bubble ball is going to be really interesting come playoff time in the West because, as I said, nobody plays defense. That means shooters are going to win, in my opinion. Whoever puts up the most shots is probably going to win. It's a little bit different in the East. I think we only have 3 teams in the East that are bullies. I think it's going to be either Toronto, Boston, or Milwaukee coming out of the East. The West, I don't know who's going to score a lot of points and upset somebody, but I feel like when your offense is scoring 130, 120 points a game, upsets in the playoffs could happen. All it takes is one bad step on defense, and next thing you know, in the West, you could be going on a 16-0 run, because once you lose your step on defense in the West, they're going to keep pouring points at you. In the East, at least they have some defense that will lock you down and make you earn it. I think those teams in the East that play the defense that you will earn it are Toronto, Boston, and Milwaukee. And honestly, the homer in me says that the Toronto Raptors are going to go back to the NBA Finals. I like their team. I just think they're deeper. I know Boston won the other day. I still think that come playoff time, it's going to be Toronto. All right. We are going to talk about baseball now. The reason why we're going to talk about baseball is because I watched the video, Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, and I started thinking to myself, I love BJs. I really do. Have you watched the Toronto Blue Jays this season? I don't know. This season, I think, is going to be a little bit of a waste when it comes to fantasy baseball for Toronto Blue Jays. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I have much of an interest in putting any of the Toronto Blue Jays on my team this year. Next season, that's a whole different story. I think we're going to. Even when I think about it now, maybe one person that I'll put on the team, if I had a team that had space for it to put a Blue Jay on the roster, it would probably be Tascalar Hernandez. Right now, early season, I don't know if I could trust him because he does lead the team in strikeouts, but he also leads the team in hits. He leads the team in runs with Biggio, doubles and home runs. He's basically carrying the load, while it looks like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is on a little bit of a second-year slump, sort of say. Team is about 500. That's where I expected him to be. Um, Blue Jay wise, I mean, Kevin Biggio and you got Bo Bichette. This year, I don't feel like they're gonna be huge stars in fantasy baseball, unfortunately. I love my team. I love my BJs. I love BJs. If I could get them all the time, if I can watch them all the time, I would. But this season, I don't know if I want any Blue Jays. Not even the pitchers. Um, Not even the pitchers. I just don't even see it. And that's it for baseball. That's it for baseball. Cardi B, Meg The Stallion, guys. 55 million views in 2 days and counting. Will I be worthy of those kind of numbers? Will this humble show, the Higher Movement Showcase on Twitch, be that next 55 million view show? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. If you want, you can follow the show. You can follow me on the Coach Wondergeddon social media platforms, the Instagrams and the Facebooks, and you can watch the journey. And one day, when I get 55 million views in 2 days, you can know that you had something to do with the journey. As I said, this is a short episode today, guys. We ran through a little bit of baseball. We ran through a little bit of bubble ball. As I said, as we get more of these sports through COVID, the episodes will be back to normal length. I tried to keep this one short because a lot of you guys asked me to shorten it, and I'm much obliged. We are going to conclude this episode. Next episode, hopefully, we get the green light to talk about football. You know what? I'm going to throw in something about football. Extra, read all about it. You know why? Because I just watched the Meg The Stallion video, and I was just thinking to myself how Drew Lock, quarterback of the Denver Broncos, that's as close as I could get, Stallion Broncos. I did it. I tried to pull it off, guys. I tried to shoot the shot. He's looking pretty good. He's got a list of wide receivers that are young. He still has Cortland Sutton, who I have as a sleeper wide receiver, even though I know he shouldn't be. And I'm sure some of you guys are going to tell me that he shouldn't be a sleeper. I'm telling you, in the list of wide receivers, he would be considered a sleeper. I think he's going to have a big year this year. I think Drew Lock is going to have a good year this year. They have a couple rookie wide receivers that I think are going to give a lot of guys fits when it comes to opening up the field for the Denver Broncos. I did it, guys. I threw in football. I spoke about Meg The Stallion and Cardi B. I made it sports related. I'm so super proud of myself, guys. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to end this show right here, guys. I think I'm going to talk to you guys next week. Live. 9:30 p.m. is supposed to be the time. Sorry I was late today. But thanks for watching the show. Good night, everyone.